What's good, YouTube? It's Brazy Plays back with another episode of our NBA 2K26 My Team series, and today we're going to be covering the first event of 2K26. It's the Chills Halloween event. There's some decent, no money spent type stuff, decent grindable content. We're going to be covering that as well as some of the cards that are in packs, what they did with pack odds, basically adding Hall of Fame boxes as well. So we're going to cover all that in this video. So first and foremost, we'll go ahead and look at the exchange. So basically, it's very similar to last year, to where if you play like an offline mode like Breakout, you get one gold pumpkin, and basically five of those exchange into a ruby, and then four rubies exchange into an amethyst, three amethysts exchange into a diamond, and two diamonds into a pink diamond. And the main headline cards that are in this event are LeBron James and Akeem Olajuwon. So first and foremost, I think one of the biggest questions is, are these cards grindable? The simple answer is, as of right now, no. If they add in more free either diamond or pink diamond pieces, possibly, but I think someone did the math in this, like, because the event's here for 7 days. It says like this LeBron's going to be here for 16 days. So I don't know if you'll be able to continue to grind for the pieces. But in 7 days, I think someone did the math that you would basically have to play 21 hours a day to get this LeBron just from grinding. So that's obviously not obtainable for somebody no money spent. But they do have some decent options in here for just some easier stuff you can get. So the kind of the main thing I think that's very good and kind of easy to get is this OG Anunoby. He is only one diamond pumpkin. And as of right now, and that Patrick Ewing is also one diamond pumpkin. So we'll go over real quick the challenges, and then we'll come back here. So in the game so far, they have released two sets of challenges for these pumpkins. First is the Chills Festival, where you actually complete 7 and get a diamond pumpkin. You do need a Chills player, but there's a lot of diamonds for cheap. I think you can get an amethyst for around 15K right now, and I'm sure that'll drop as the weekend goes on. But this right here, if you just complete this, you can get OG Anunoby or Patrick Ewing, whichever card you wanted, just from doing these 7 challenges, which are relatively easy. I've spent, I've played maybe 10 breakout games and just not really gone for the challenges, but just had one of the cards in my lineup, and this is kind of where I've got. But yeah, you get that, and then you also can get 5,000 MT from just also getting more like Chills points and Chills assist. So I mean, a decent amount of stuff. Obviously, we still got the daily challenges. I've been completing those pretty much every day for the 5,000 MT. But yeah, so like right now, and there's another set which I've already completed, which is the monster set. You only get a ruby, and then what is it, six gold ones. So not a ton right here, but I mean, these are very easy to do. It's just playing basically triple threat, clutch time, and full lineup games. You don't need any certain players for them. These are actual challenges though, so it's not just playing a triple threat game. So you have to actually play their challenge. Very easy to do. I did these very quickly. So, and if you have the Chills player, you can knock out both these at the same time. So that's kind of the basic. We'll go back to the exchange, look at some of the other stuff, and also kind of what, as of right now, what I'm planning to do. So the first thing I'm probably going to go for, if I don't, I might go ahead and grab the OG and maybe even the Patrick Ewing as well. But if they add some more challenges in, unless they add enough to where you could get this Hakeem Olajuwon like with grinding or maybe buying base packs and stuff, I'm probably not planning to go for either of these. But this 92 overall premium NBA pack is 2 pink diamond pieces. I do think I will go for that, mainly for the content aspect, but also I do think the potential of getting something good, like maybe a Miles Turner or maybe a Dylan Harper from the Chill set. Those are a couple cards that are diamonds that are worth it, as well as I'm sure you can get any of the wild gems from it, possibly hidden gems as well. I also, if I don't have anything else to spend them on, I might grab this 10 box just to open it and see. It looks like they increase pack odds very slightly, so I doubt we'll get anything really over an amethyst, but if we could pull a like Dylan Harper, for instance, that's like a 300,000 MT card that would play for me. So that's something I might get. But that's one of the options. And then you also have the legend badges for one pink diamond card, and you can get three of those. I think that might be your best actual value. But they also, I mean, other than OG Anunoby and Patrick Ewing, because two free diamonds for minimal grinding are obviously probably the best two options for most people in this set. They also released two 610 cards, one being a shooting guard. Um, so I mean, they're amethyst, but at the end of the day, these are cards that could probably play. Will definitely be future really good salary cap cards, and yeah, but they did not release like last year. If you guys played, the events were a big way to make MT. It looks like they really tried to eliminate that this year because basically you have to use an amethyst pumpkin just to get a one badge pack, and I don't think that's worth it. I think I would go ahead and get the 10 box or something like that, save up for stuff like this instead, because you're not going to make a ton of MT. I mean, these packs are good, especially if you get like a gold lightning launch or something like that, but overall they're just not great. These dynamic duos, I would say primarily, unless you're just needing salary cap cards, I mean, that's pretty much all these are going to be for. And you can always just get a bunch of, or I guess they're limited. You could get 5 of these for Ruby Pumpkins and just open base packs. Like I said, I don't think you're going to get extremely lucky, but, and you also have the Season 1 super packs that you can get with 2 Amethyst. But like I said, I think for me, my plan is basically to probably get, oh, I didn't even see this pack, but here's a 90 plus for 3 diamonds. I mean, I don't think that's worth it, but once again, it depends how many they release for free, and if basically you might need to get rid of some of them. So that's another decent option. But for me, I'm planning on mainly going for the 92 plus and the 10 box, assuming they give us some more free pumpkins next at some point through the week or weekend, as well as grabbing this OG and possibly Patrick Ewing. I think his release is really bad, like usual. So, I mean, still a 94 overall center. Um, but yeah, he'll probably be my last priority. But yeah, there's a lot of decent stuff for no money spent. I mean, obviously, these cards you're gonna have to spend hundreds, if not close to 1,000 or over $1,000 just to get like this LeBron James. And going to the actual packs, they added Hall of Fame packs, but you only get one pink diamond piece from these. And from my understanding, you basically get a random pink diamond as well as a choice between all of the wild ex- wild gems exchange pieces, and those are basically your Rajah Bells, your Jay Williams, Latrell Sprewell, Lou Williams, Tyreek Evans for Penny Hardaway, and Jalen Rose for Nikola Jokic. So that's what I think you basically get an option between all those. So I guess if you're going for that, it's kind of worth it. But the problem that I don't like, I think the Hall of Fame box idea is relatively good, and it's probably a better value than just a 51 box. But the problem is it's unsellable. So if you get a pink diamond, you don't need for an exchange, or just a pink diamond that you don't have enough cards for, you can't sell it. So you really can't make MT off this pack. And that's kind of the point, or that's kind of the part where it's like, unless you know you're going to get a player that's going to play for you 100%, it's kind of a waste of $100 in my opinion. And I think if they would make this just sellable, it would fix a lot of the auction house issues, because then you'd have a lot more guaranteed cards getting put into circulation, which would lower prices down. And I think that's something that hopefully they consider doing in the future. But yeah, that's kind of the main thing with that. We um we also did make a couple pickups. I picked up a couple cards just mainly to try, and also because the price was really good. So Derek Lively was our first pickup. We got him for 60, I think 65K. He's a 7-1 center. He does have a 73. His release is not great. I actually shoot with a button with him, and I played my first showdown game, and at first I missed like my first 4 with him, and then I ended up hitting a couple. But but a lot of people sag off of him. So if you can get his release down, you might be able to get a couple quick threes at the beginning of the game until like you kind of prove you can hit with him. But his defense is amazing. He's 7-1, obviously. For 60K, this is arguably one of the best budget cards in the game right now, I would say. Um, but yeah, this is a card I would definitely at least take a look at. I don't know for sure if he'll stay on my team because I also picked up this Marcus Camby. Now he actually had a legend badge, and that was the main reason I bought him. I was looking for a Miles Turner card, and I found him, and he has Legend Paint Patroller as well as 8 Hall of Fame badges, and I ended up getting him for 95K. It was basically a bid, and he was at 80 when I started, and me and one guy went back and forth till we got to like 95. But I think if I just put him up for 100K, maybe put a couple more badges on him, but if I put him up for 100K, I think he'll honestly sell for, maybe 110, 115. I know prices went down a little bit because of these packs, but I still think I can make a little bit empty on if I want. But he's a really good defensive card, and I was weak at center, and I spent a total of 150 for both these guys. So overall, I think those are huge upgrades. We did obviously complete domination and got this Robert Ory. He does actually he has an evolution, which I don't know exactly how that works. I don't think he goes to a pink diamond, but I only need like 40 more points, and then we're gonna do that where he gets a +2/3, +6 interior, +7 perimeter, +3 steal. So I mean, he gets quite a bit better. Like I said, I don't know if he goes up to a pink diamond or not. I assume not, but he is kind of lacking defensively, and a lot of those upgrades were defensive. So his jump shot's amazing, though. He obviously not a guy you're dribbling with, but for 6'10", you can play him at power forward, small forward. So I like him a little bit better than Pascal right now. I might end up switching Pascal back in, but this is a lineup I've been running. I'm probably going to run this for King of the Court. But yeah, I think those two additions. I would definitely look at the auction house right now if you got some MT and you've been wanting to pick up a couple cards. I don't know if prices will stay down, but we'll look at some of these chills cards and just kind of show you where they're at. There's a lot of decent budget options in this set, though. So we'll just filter maximum buy. We'll go to we'll just start at 47. So we got the WNBA, but like Mike Miller, I don't think this is a terrible card. He plays shooting guard, and I think he's 6'8". I mean, he's got 99 offense and 92 defense, and obviously has a 95 3 ball and a good release. So, I mean, budget wise, that's a very good two. Also, Tyrese Halliburton for under 43. I mean, a 6'5" point guard. I don't think his release is the greatest, but I mean, he's got an 87 3 ball. His defense is kind of lacking, but for 43K for a 6'5" point guard at this point in the game, I would say that's one of your better budget options as well. The best card in this set is well over 100K, but he's probably a top 5 point guard at this point. I'll make sure we can't snipe one real quick, but um, it is Dylan Harper. He's actually okay. He might be going down in price. He might actually hit a buy now, and if he does, I would say this is one of your better value cards. If he goes under 100K, I'll honestly consider getting him for to replace Sam Cassell. But he's a 6'6" point guard with 92 3 ball. What's his speed? I haven't looked too much at him because he's at 300K. 92 speed with ball. I mean, 95 stamina. Obviously, an extremely good card. And I'm kind of a fan of him, so this might be a card I end up bringing in eventually. We're going to see kind of how his price settles because it's still relatively early, so I'm sure he will kind of go down a little bit. But those are the main diamonds. We'll look at the Cooper Flag. He's sitting at 2.2 basically, maybe a little bit more after he sells. But as you can see, like a card like John Morant was going for I think over $1 million before today, and I mean, this card might finish at like 800,000. But it looks like a lot of these wild gems, pink diamonds, are going down in value. Brandon Ingram actually might be a decent card for for only, I mean, if he goes less than 500K, I don't know if his release is good, but Jimmy Butler was going for like 1 million. Um, Michael Jordan, I'm actually kind of surprised is going for 700K. I know his name alone might be enough to kind of put the bid up a little bit, but and the main thing is it seems like prices are coming down because of these packs, and it still shows less than 1% on the odds, so it's hard to tell what exactly the pink diamond odds are, but it seems like they have went up based on the amount of cards that are back on the auction house. It could just be somewhat that so many people are buying packs, but I would say a lot of it's based on how good a deal some of these cards are. But we also have Yao Ming in the set. He's going for, it looks like, around 300,000. Ray Allen, I think I've seen as low as like under 50K. Not a terrible budget option, but I think honestly Mike Miller is probably just as good, if not better, for cheaper. So I'd probably go with Mike Miller over him. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of good options in this thing, and also, like I said, it definitely lowered a lot of cards' value. You can get a lot of wild gems lower. Also, I don't think these are as big of a deal now, but you can, if you were needing a couple more wild gems cards for the exchanges, rubies are like under 12K. So this, I mean, this is something too you could possibly invest in if you could find some under 10K, and hold out till maybe the next exchange and hope they release something else that people are going to need rubies for, and then it could raise their price a lot like it did last time. So I mean, I don't know if I would take the risk or not. If I see them under 10K, I've been buying them because I assume at some point a card's going to come out that I want. But if you're needing a couple more to get like Sangoon or DeAndre Ayton, you can probably sit here and snipe and get them under 10K now, and I think that's a decent value. I mean, is Ayton that much better than Derek Lively? That's kind of up for you, but I mean, me personally, I'd rather spend the 60K, get Lively, and know I can sell them back when I'm done with them, and still probably get 40K and by next season or whatever it is. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Overall, I think the event's good. Hopefully, the big thing is, will they release more challenges? Because if they don't release any more challenges, then it's, I would say, for the no money spent person, this is not good and we're not going in the right direction. But if they release a bunch of these diamonds throughout the week, or maybe some pink diamond pieces, you can make or you can get a lot of decent stuff from this. And once again, you get to open a 10 box, a 92 plus pack, and I think that's a good start. Hopefully it gets better over time, not worse. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Let me know if you think they're going to release more of these. What do you think's the amount like that would be that they should? I mean, obviously they're not going to release anywhere close to enough to get like Hakeem or LeBron. They're going to keep them behind the paywall. But what do you kind of want them to release that's kind of realistic at the same time? Let me know that down in the comments. And yeah, we're going to end the video off there. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in for the next one.